All right, hi guys, my name is James and this is Kobe here, and today we're going to show you some techniques that we'll be practicing this month, okay? So, my partner's going to be on their knees and I'm going to have my legs wrapped around my partner's waist here, okay? I'm going to have my ankles crossed, okay, and this what makes it a closed guard, right? Whenever your ankles are locked and they're inside your legs, right, that becomes a closed type of guard. As opposed to when you're playing with your ankles open, where this will be a open guard type of situation, right? So some of the key points that I like to teach my students when they're learning, when they're beginning to learn the closed guard is how to maintain the posture, okay? So in order for you to be able to attack and play closed guard, you have to be able to maintain your partner's posture, control it, and keep them inside your guard. So some things I start with my students is to look at my partner's arms and what they're doing, okay? So there's generally two types of reactions your partner are going to be giving you. They're either going to be pushing like this, right, trying to make posture and sit up straight, or they're going to be pulling like this, okay? And then they're trying to not give you any space, right? So whenever my partner has straight arms like this, right, generally I'm looking to break their grips, something like this, right? And then I can start attacking their arms, right? Whenever they're pulling like this, right, then it's going to be much easier for me to break her posture more, right? Because she's not actively trying to maintain her posture, she's pulling. So I can use this to bring her forward, right? Get her bum off her heel and then start going for underhooks underneath the leg like this, okay? So if you look at it, when the arm is straight, it's going to be very difficult for me to control her posture, right? If she's got a stiff arm frame like this and I'm trying to bring her forward, it's going to be really difficult. That's why it's going to be much easier to just start breaking their grips, okay? And vice versa, when their arms are bent, right, then it's going to be much easier to just bend her elbows even more by bringing her forward, and then that creates space in between their bum and their heel for you to start attacking like so, okay? So those are some of the points that I like to get my students to focus on, okay? The other thing is, one of the most common escapes for the person on top is they'll try to stand up, okay? Now, there's two ways that people generally will stand up. They'll either start with one leg first by lunging, like so, okay? Whenever they do it like this, then I wait till they lunge, right? And then I make grips on them, and then as soon as they try to stand up with the other leg, then I pull them forward, right, by using my legs, okay? Not so much with your arms, you want to use your legs. So you're going to keep your ankles crossed, squeeze your knees. So if you lunge up, squeeze your knees, and just as you feel they're about to lift the other knee, that is when I'm going to squeeze my knees and bring my knees to my chest, okay? At the same time, I want to make sure that I do not want to pull her straight into my face, right? So that could end up very painful for me and my partner. What I'm going to do is make sure that when I pull that I offline, okay? I'm going to pull to one side, and generally I'm going to pull towards the side where when she lunges up, right? I don't want to pull her to the side of her supporting leg because she's got base there. I'm going to pull her to the side where she's got no base, like so, and that makes it a much easier posture break, okay? And then the other thing is when people do jump up to both legs, right? Before they make really strong posture, I can start climbing my legs up their upper body and then shoulder walking to bring them back down, right? So these are some of the key details to be able to maintain your partner on their knees and inside your close guard. That way I can have the opportunity and more time to spend in this position so that I can make my attacks too, okay?